Freedom is coming. Wherever you captive, we're not slowing down. If your legs get tired, tell the devil he's a liar.
Yeah.
Let's go. We ride in Jesus' name. Bring Jesus sin and shame. Declare Jesus to the end.
Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day number 7 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A bicycle trip up the Atlantic coast of America to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, Celebrate Recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So, as you can see, I'm here at John Pennekamp, Coral Reef State Park. I'm leaving. I had a nice off day yesterday. Got to wash the bike. I'll throw some footage up here while I'm talking. And yeah, it was a really relaxing, restful weekend. Unfortunately, the snorkeling event was canceled. I had initially had it set for 12 o'clock on Saturday, and high winds caused it to be canceled. So I reset it for 3 o'clock on Sunday. High winds caused it to be canceled. Set it for 9 a.m. today. High winds and rain caused it to be canceled. So it looks like I'm going to be riding into some rain today. Not really sure what that entails. I'm completely waterproof, so should be good to go. But we'll definitely see how that day comes along. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. It feels like one of those days where, you know, you wake up and I don't know if you're from the South, you definitely know, but just super humid, like before a hurricane. Really sticky, heavy, thick, muggy. Like, it didn't even dew last night. There was no dew point. The dew point must have been, you know, super high because everything's dry this morning, but the air is just thick with water. So yeah, I've got a couple of big mountains, Florida mountains to go over. They call them bridges, I think, in the rest of the world. And we'll see what those look like. I think one of them is going to be coming back over near Alabama Jacks, which I'll try to film a little bit of. And then I'm headed up into Miami. I'm not going to go to Miami Beach yet. That'll be tomorrow. But I've been invited by a Warm Showers host who saw a post of mine like 2 months ago that I was going to be taking the East Coast Greenway. And he was like, you know, hey, if you're taking the East Coast Greenway, then I'm in Miami, so make a plan to stop here. So thank you for your hospitality. I will definitely enjoy this day, and it will be nice to know I get a shower at the end of the night. Yes, Lord. Either way, good evening, ready to get on the road, excited about the day. Let's go. Alright, so I found the Christ of the Abyss statue. It's not 3 miles off the shore on a coral reef. It's actually right here at a Catholic church in Key Largo. Who'd have thought? No, they decided to commission this bronze sculpture of the same statue. There's 3 of these statues in the world. One in Italy, one under the ocean out here, the Atlantic Ocean on the coral reef, the Pennekamp, John Pennekamp Coral Reef. And there's one here at this Catholic church. And they wanted to put one here so that the non-divers and snorkelers could also get the same experience. I just don't see the same experience, though. I was looking for fish and, you know, beautiful bright coral growing all over the sky. Not happening. I guess that's the difference between Christ of the Abyss and this guy right here. So either way, it's definitely a beautiful sculpture. I just love Jesus giving praise to the Father the way that he is. Just reminds me of some pure worship. And especially in this Easter week with Palm Sunday yesterday, it's just really cool. A lot God can do in 7 days. All right, guys, I'm gonna get on the road. It's been rainy, seems to be letting up a little. Hope it works out. Well, the only thing I know to say is at least, thank God they're slow. Okay, so I came on bicycle route 14, had to turn this way. They're building some new locks on that area there, and that big crane has the entire road dug up, and there was no way through. They said there's another section just like this about 2 miles up. They gave me a workaround. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a metric century today, because this is not part of my plan, but hey, this is the stuff I love about bike touring. You just really have no idea till you get there. So if you're riding the East Coast Greenway and it tells you to take bike route 14, gravel road, until 2022, I would not attempt it. Just go up the busway into Miami. Love you guys. See you later. Oh, this is turning out to be a long, bumpy road. So it was so funny back there. The guy, he was a Mexican, and he was over there, I like kind of gave him some hand signals, like he was like, no, you can't come this way. And so I was like, because it was so loud. And so finally he walked over. I said, look, I'm riding from Key West to Canada, and this is supposed to be part of a trail. I mean, I've seen signage and everything. He said, it's not a road anymore. No, it may look like it's a road, but it's not a road anymore. And I said, is there any way y'all can let me through? And he was like, I tell you what, you see that guy over there? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. He's a Mexican. I was like, okay. He said, if I let you go around, I'm gonna lose my job. So I was like, well, no, I don't want you to lose your job. I just don't have no idea where I am. And so he pulled up his phone and kind of showed me the way around. And the next place he said is, you go this way and you get on the turnpike. And I was like, I cannot get on the turnpike on a bicycle. He said, oh, okay. You may have to go a little bit farther. So at the end, I was like, okay, so you're going to let me through to go this way. He said, yeah, but you have to pay the tolls. I was like, the tolls? And he kind of like opened his hand, made a gesture. I was like, man, I ain't got no cash to pay no toll. And he gave me a fist bump and let me ride through anyway. I thought it was super neat. What a funny conversation. I love all the people that you meet out here. So anyway, I'm gonna try to find some road past the Florida Turnpike, if the road's even open. I may be camping out here with the gators tonight. Let's go. All right, so I did get that metric century. Ended up doing 62.73 miles today. Not really expected, but I came, to a wonderful blessing here at this church in Miami. So Steve, the Warm Showers host, that saw me on Facebook a couple of months ago, offered for me to stay here. And he came over to the church, met me here, took me out. He was like, what do you want to eat? I was like, I need to get a pizza. When I went to pay, he was like, I got it, man, don't worry about it. But this property is like 5 acres. It goes way in like all the different directions. But wow, like super thankful. I was telling him my administrative lack of gift. I left my towel, wash rag, bathing suit, and ends of the earth cycling t-shirt that I bought at the last campground. So he ended up giving me some wash rags and pointing me to a hose where I can take a shower. So wow, just I'm just a guy of routines. If you followed me from the very beginning, then you know. Sunglasses and me. I've kept these for a really long time though. I got these in Virginia. But the ones that I had coming into Virginia, I kept from Rawlins, Wyoming to Virginia. So I'm finally getting a routine down for the glasses, but thought I had one for the old towel and and wash rag, and apparently I did not. Anyway, yeah, super long day. It is starting to get dark, so I need to go ahead and get everything set up. It's 7:48 now. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the video here. If you do know anyone who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the Papa link in the description. Any way you want to find me, and I will be glad to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. And do know that any donations to Redeeming Eden are nonprofit through IGO, International Gospel Outreach, IGO. And so if you need a tax-deductible receipt for your donation, then make sure you use the IGO link and not the you know, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal links. But all of it is nonprofit. I'm using every dime for this ministry. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you for your prayers and your support and your love. But that's it for the day. Man, what a day. 62 miles on my fully loaded touring bike. But I got 2 slices of pizza. So you know I'm happy. So yeah, from here in Miami, Florida, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.